Alright everyone, welcome back again to some more Umineko. So we finally lock ourselves in Kinzo's room and trying to stay protected at the moment. So there's a lot going on in this part, guys, and if anything I would like to delve into it with you, but you may as well just all see it for yourselves because it gets pretty intense and a little tragically sad. Well, we'll see though. But if anything, guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you all for the love and support. Let's keep it going. Alright guys, welcome back. We're continuing on.
お前が首謀者に決まっています。あるいは、熊沢も南條先生もその共犯かもしれない。マリアちゃんもです。
Not content to doubt just the adults, Natsuki pointed the gun relentlessly at Maria too. But Maria acted as though nothing had happened. Or maybe she thought she would be fine even if she was shot.
マリアちゃん、今この場ではもう、幼いから疑いの枠から外すという段階にない。だから、誰もが昨夜からずっと持ってきた疑問を、もう一度ぶつけさせてもらいます。昨日、バラ庭園であなたに手紙を渡したベアトリーチェは、誰です？マリア、ごまかすんじゃねえぜ。この際はっきりさせろ。お前に手紙を渡したのは誰なんだよ。
だから何度も言ってるよ。ベアトリーチェだよ。1000年を生きる黄金の魔女なんだよ。姿を知りたければ、後ろを振り返ればいい。ほら、そこにいるよ。ベアトリーチェが。
バカにしてんのかってめ
よせ、ジェシカ！マリアもよせ！状況が分かってんのか？そんなこと言って何になるってんだ？無意味な挑発はよしやがるってんだ。
マリアにはわかんないよ。バトラたちは誰が犯人ならいいの？自分たちの中に犯人がいると信じたくない時だけベアトリーチェを信じて、親しい人を殺された恨みを晴らしたい時だけ、暴力をぶつけられる人間の犯人を信じたがってベアトリーチェを否定する。だから見えないんだよ。ベアトリーチェはいる。お前たちには見えない！
黙りなさい！あなたが犯人だと決めつけたくはありませんが、この状況を不愉快にさせて楽しんでいる利的行為者であることは、もはや疑いの余地もありません。
Honestly, she's been saying it from the get-go that she just wants to follow Beatrice's, not her necessary footsteps, but just because she promised her a more loving family and a better life. But we don't know that for certain, considering how Beatrice acts right now. She's killing people only to later on revive them. That still, to this day, never makes any sense to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go into deep explanations further down, but as of right now, I don't trust her.
ならどうするの？
And I don't trust this particular side of Maria either.
マリアを撃つ？別にいいよ。もうすぐ黄金鏡の扉が開かれる。そしてすべての死者が蘇る。今や死は恐れるべきことではないんだよ。
母さん、やっぱりこいつは怪しいよ。一緒になんかいられないよ。
Now, if I were you, I'd keep everyone together just to be on the safe side and just to keep everyone in check.
でも夏日おばさん、どうか落ち着いて。マリアちゃんを撃つ理由は何もない。どうか冷静に。手紙は挑発するけど、何も恐れることはない。犯人だって明日が怖いんだ。警察が怖いんだ。この島は今、無秩序に支配されているけれど、それは台風で隔離されているからだけに過ぎない。台風が過ぎれば、秩序が戻ってくる。だからおばさん、撃っちゃいけない。
なんでジョージ兄さんはそんなにも冷静なんだよ。この4人の中に犯人がいる。いや、あるいは4人が全員来るかもしれない。この中に、エヴァおばさんたちを殺した犯人がいるかもしれないってのに、なんでそんなに冷静なんだよ。
僕だって、 犯人を見つけて殺してやりたい気持ちはあるさ。でも、それは単なる蛮行だ。僕は罪の裁きを秩序に任せる。だから、どんなに疑わしくても、引き金を引いてはいけないんだ。
ジョージの兄貴に同じだ。夏日おばさん、ここはちょいと冷静になろうぜ。とにかく撃つのはまずいぜ。こういう時はよ、頭を後ろに反らして、クールになれって3回唱えるといいらしいぜ。
はっきりさせておきます。魔女などいない。ここは六軒島で、ここは後宮家の本家屋敷です。後宮家代表、後宮夏日として宣言します。ここには魔女などいない。ベアトリーチェなど認めない。何を企もうとも、娘たちには指一本触れさせない。それが母としての、当家代表としての務めです。
I honestly do like Natsuhi, but I get the feeling she's gonna die for saying this too, because they kept saying don't deny her, otherwise she'll be upset and want to kill you, or do something terrible. Then kill you. Those words were the final words of farewell that settled everything. To protect her daughter, Aunt Natsuhi would regard any suspicious person as an enemy. The only reason George Anaki and I were standing on this side was because, by coincidence, we had a clear alibi regarding the letter. If I hadn't approached the portrait, I too may have been at the other end of the gun barrel treated like a criminal. But even though part of me thought that, part of me was thinking that chasing all the suspicious people from this room would finally guarantee our safety. Genji-san, Kumasawa-san, and Dr. Nanjo, all of them were on grandfather's side. You could even say that Maria was on grandfather's side since she had blind belief in Beatrice. That's right, they're all suspicious. But is this really alright? Is it really alright for us to fight back against the lawlessness of the witch by throwing out all the suspicious ones without due process? Aunt Natsuhi didn't tell them to leave with her own words. But with wordless pressure, she was inducing them to say that themselves. So if Dr. Nanjo hadn't said those words, this code sounds would surely have continued forever.
落ち着きなさい、夏日さん。だが気持ちはよくわかる。わしだって今朝からの異常な事件続きで頭がどうかなってしまいそうだ。だからわしらを疑いたい気持ちもよくわかる。
もし本当に南條先生が無関係なら、私は無礼極まりないことをしているのだと思います。ですが、今だけは分かってください。
分かった。わしらは部屋を出ましょう。どうですかな、源氏さん。客間に戻ってチェスの続きといきませんかな。
それをお望みでしたらぜひ。
私は嫌ですよ。だって、この中に狼がいると分かってて部屋から追い出されてしまうんですよ。嫌ですよ、奥様。どうかお許しください。
What Kumasawa-san was trying to say made total sense. If she was innocent, then she was being ejected into dangerous territory along with the culprit. In the current situation, pressing her to leave this room along with the suspects was almost exactly the same as letting her get killed. However, Kumasawa-san really was suspicious just for being the first one to discover that Kanon-kun had been murdered. At that time, everyone except Kumasawa-san had an alibi. As long as the use of some trick or the existence of some 19th person could not be established, Kumasawa-san was one of the most likely suspects by far. I didn't want to believe it. However, Aunt Natsuhi and the rest of us were in such a difficult situation that we couldn't help doubting any of them, Kumasawa-san included. So we didn't say anything to stop Aunt Natsuhi from trying to oppressively chase them from the room. We had stopped them from shooting, but when it came to exiling them from the room, we were passively agreeing. Maria spoke to the still fretful Kumasawa-san.
大丈夫だよ。 ベアトリーチェは敬う人には優しいから。熊沢さんはベアトリーチェがいるって信じてるもん。だからきっと大丈夫だよ。マリアは客間でテレビを見るよ。
Oh, she's probably the killer.
一緒に見ようよ。ここ、テレビがなくてつまんないもん。
It looked like Kumasawa found Maria's roguish laugh very frightening. However, the three other people had agreed to leave the room. Kumasawa couldn't fight the flow and had to agree, crying as she left the room. Man, I feel bad for her too.
それでは夏日さん、今夜はこれで。
I would have kept everyone in. I'm keeping an eye on every single one of you. You are not leaving my sight.
また明日お会いしましょう。
今夜だけは分かってください。警察が来たら全員に今夜のこの無礼を必ず謝罪しますから。
Didn't she say we're not gonna make it past the next day?
チェスもよろしいでしょうか。できたら安全なところに。現地頼みます。
かしこまりました。
仕方ありませんね。子連れの熊が一番恐ろしいと言いますから。
源氏も熊沢も本当に申し訳ありません。また明日お会いしましょう。マリアちゃんも冷たいおばさんをと。
マリアは許す。
奥様、この部屋の鍵です。2本すべてをお預けします。
Genji-san pulled the 2 golden keys from his pocket and handed them to Aunt Natsuhi.
それから私が持っているお屋敷内の鍵束もお預けいたします。
He took out a bundle of about 10 keys of various shapes and handed it over. To the servants, those keys were probably the proof of their position. Being placed in charge of those keys meant that they were trusted, relied upon. But being forced to return them meant that they had lost that trust. Thinking about it this way, there could have been no greater humiliation for Genji-san who had served here for all these years. However, his usual indifferent expression remained on his face.
源氏、私はお前をお父様がお亡くなりになったら長年の苦労をねぎらって退職を許すつもりでいました。なのにこのような仕打ちを私は心より恥じます。
私は親方様より今日までの日々はそれに対するご恩返しの日々であっただけです。どうかお気にやまれませんよ。
それでは参りますかな、皆さん。おやすみなさい。
おやすみ。マトラもおやすみ。
あ、マリア、ちょっと待て。
Guilt made me call Maria back. I groped around in my pocket and took out that scorpion key holder.
これ、魔除けなんだろ。身につけとけ。
バトラ、確か落としてなくしたって。
I knew he lied. It was funny. The moment he mentioned it, I was like, wait, he just said he dropped it, right? No, he had it all along.
あん時は、なんか尺になって、なくしたとかホラ吹いただけだ。お前の大切なお守りを、なくすわけねえだろ。
Maria silently took the charm. I was unable to say anything after that.
それでは皆様、おやすみなさいませ。
Unable to respond, we watched them leave, our expressions completely tired out. And until the door closed and we heard the auto lock, we were unable to even draw our next breath. Then, when I was finally allowed to take a breath, I noticed that Beatrice's letter, which I had been gripping the whole time and which was soaked in my sweat, actually had 2 sheets. The paper had been tightly stuck together, so I had mistakenly thought that there was only one. There was nothing written on the second sheet. The thing drawn there was a magic circle written with a red ink like blood. Just like how every magic circle up until then had been different, this magic circle was the one that I had never laid eyes on. Inside the circle, a large triangle and a small triangle were fit together in a simple design. But just as before, there was writing in Hebrew, and it seemed clear that it held some kind of meaning. I wanted to know what it could be, but we had just chased Maria, the only person who could understand the meaning of magic circles, out of the room. I thought of the magic circles as a second set of messages from Beatrice. What does this one mean? Damn it. We've chased out all the suspicious people. Now all we have to do is stay barricaded here until morning, and then will everything be over? Once the typhoon had passed, when the seagulls cry, will everything be resolved? But the letter that had unexpectedly appeared in the study had rejected that naivety. It had made it very clear that if time ran out, it would mean victory for the witch. When time runs out, is the witch planning to take on the offensive? Is she finally planning to display some fearful magical power, maybe something that could have been used to kill 6 adults at once? Wait, when is time supposed to run out? I don't know anything.
これでもう安全です。もう絶対に。
Even as she said that, Aunt Natsu couldn't stop gripping that rifle. There was no release in the tension of her expression. Of course, none of us felt like breathing a sigh of relief yet. At least, not until we could hear the cries of the seagulls once more. Oh, that worried me for a second. I thought she got shot. I was like, oh no! 11:30. Ash. The Golden Witch. After we chased them out, nobody said another word. We had exiled all the suspicious ones. Even though we had known that there might be some innocents among them, we had exiled them all the same. We had chased them out of this paradise, where people didn't have to doubt each other. However, our motive for chasing them out had been a suspicion of our fellow man, the worst kind of crime for a human. If we had been able to accept the existence of a 19th person of the witch, then we all might still be talking face to face, trusting in each other. In that instant, we had agreed to chase out all of the suspicious people. But had that been the right thing to do? During this endless silence, we could do nothing but be quietly tormented by that sin. Aunt Natsu was facing the door, seated all the way back in her sofa, not letting go of her rifle even an instant. She would probably spend the night staring at the door without a wink of sleep. George Aniki was gazing through a gap in the closed curtains by the window, looking down at the courtyard and the mansion that surrounded it. Whether he was checking to see if any suspicious shadows would become visible through the window, or whether he was engaged in some deep internal conversation, I couldn't tell. Jessica was sitting at an angle on the sofa next to Aunt Natsuhi's, with a dead expression on her face. And every once in a while, as though she just remembered something, she would take out the inhaler that she had used during her asthma attack and stick it in her mouth. I just heard it from Aniki, but apparently, Jessica liked Kanon-kun. Oh, I already saw that. I knew that already. You can tell in her demeanor when she met Kanon-kun. It seems that it was such a vague thing that she hadn't realized it herself. You know, it's the kind of thing that other people tend to spot before the person in question realizes it. In that case, she might have learned first of her feelings when the person she liked died. It was truly pitiful and sad. Come to think of it, Kanon-kun had been the one to hand her that inhaler. Maybe she was remembering that. As for me, I was fishing around Grandfather's study, thinking I'd researched the meaning of the magic circle on the second sheet of the letter. This guy's a smart man. Gotta find out whether or not you're in trouble or not. Even though we were shut up here in a defensive position, my rebellious nature made me want to keep up the offense, find some key to all of this. We have plenty of time until tomorrow morning anyway. No matter what I do with that time, no one can find fault with it. No one else showed that much interest in this magic circle. Its meaning was unknown, and once we understood it, we were sure to find some message that would cause us unnecessary anguish. I also agreed about this. However, I still couldn't let it go, so I killed time pretending to research it.
熱心だね。何か手がかりになるようなことは見つけられたかい？
さっぱりさ。そもそも日本語で書かれた本を探すことからして骨だぜ。じいさまは一体何カ国語を読めたってんだ。
Well, if he's using magic, he probably knows a whole bunch of them. He's probably fluent in every language by now. Multilingual.
大したもんだぜ。
バトラ君は眠くないの？誰かが起きていてくれてるうちに休んだ方がいいよ。夏日おばさんは寝ず番をしてくれると言ってるけど、体が持つわけない。ローテーションで休んだ方がいいよ。
If I were you guys, 2 people should stay awake and keep watch, the other 2 should sleep, and then rotate.
じゃあ兄貴が先に休めよ。俺は眠気が来るまでちょいと調べ物をしてるさ。
さっきの魔法陣？
うん。まあな。どうせ時間は腐るほどあるさ。ベアトリーチェ様がどういうメッセージを込めやがったのか。
よせよ。そういうのやってると妙なのに取りつかれちまうぜ。
See, by saying that, you kind of admit that the existence of Beatrice could be possible.
安心しろよ。俺はマリアにお墨付きをもらってるぜ。俺には霊的才能はからっきしなんだとよ。
That doesn't necessarily mean you're safe, I guess. At least in this universe.
マリアのこと邪険にしすぎたかな。
You and Natsuhi were. I mean, I guess it's understandable considering all that's happened, but still, it was a bit much.
ジェシカ、今はそれを考えてはなりません。
でも母さん、もしもマリアが無関係で犯人が他にいたなら、犯人は襲いやすい相手を狙うに決まってる。それで殺されたなら、私たちは見殺しにしたことになるよ。
A gloomy silence settled once again. It looked like Jessica regretted that she'd let her emotions take hold of her and snapped at Maria. She always was like that. Always acted tough, went too far, and regretted it later.
気持ちはわかりますが、マリアは犯人と接触し、こともあろうか、その肩を持つように煙に巻く発言を繰り返しています。私は、この部屋から追い出せて、清々しています。
夏日おばさんって結構きついっすね。9歳の女の子のザレ言かもしれないじゃないっすか。
Even I thought I was being brazen saying that. I myself had thought Maria was creepy on several occasions today and had doubted her true nature. And when Maria had been chased out of this room, I couldn't deny that I felt some relief.
もしそうだったなら、明日謝罪します。彼らをこの部屋から追い出したのは、すべて私の責任です。だから、あなたたちが気に病むことはないのです。
I could feel a tragic determination in Aunt Natsuhi's words. To protect her own daughter, she would resolutely chase out the suspicious ones. And if, as a result, she had left to die those people who had the misfortune to be suspected, so be it. She was prepared to take full responsibility.
なんでマリアって、あんなことばかり言うんだよ。自分で自分の首を絞めてるぜ。
もともと、マリアちゃんが魔女や魔法に傾倒するようになったのは、僕は、ローザおばさんのせいじゃないかと思ってる。
ローザおばさんのせい？何がどう関係してるってんだよ。
バトラ君だって気づいてるんじゃないかい。マリアちゃんの本当の父親は、ずいぶん昔に蒸発してるんだ。おばさんはそれを、海外出張とか言ってごまかしているけどね。
後宮家では、ローザさんたちに関わる話はタブーとされているところがあります。
おばさんは再婚だって考えたと思うよ。でも、マリアちゃんの存在が枷になって、非常に難しかったんじゃないかと思うんだ。だっておばさんは時折、 ものすごく感情的にマリアちゃんに当たっていたから。
それについては同感だぜ。ローザおばさんは、マリアを好きになろうと努力してるように見えた。ってことはつまり、好き再婚の妨げになっているマリアに、思うところがあったんだろうよ。
母親の感情的な拒絶が、きっと彼女の幼い心に深い傷を残したと思うんだ。そして、どこかでオカルト趣味と出会い、心の隙間を埋めるように没頭していく。知ってるかい？マリアちゃんにとって魔女のイメージは決してネガティブなものじゃないんだよ。ほら、昨日海岸でマリアちゃんのノートを見せてもらわなかったかい？
ああ。なんだか楽しそうな落書きでいっぱいだったぜ。
Yesterday, when we had doubted the witch down by the beach, Maria had gotten all riled up and started explaining about witches. And not one of the pages had shown a picture of an ugly witch. They were all brightly colored, beautiful, cute witches who looked like they were having fun. There was absolutely nothing sinister about them like a boy might have imagined. They were being adorned with beautiful dresses who could grant anyone's dreams with their mysterious magic and who made everyone happy. The sorrow of not being loved by her mother. Had Maria sought salvation from the witches as beings who could save her from that sorrow and make her happy? Someday a witch would come, and using her wonderful magic would bring Maria happiness. Even though she believed that, as she grew older, she had to face reality as her fleeting dreams were sliced to ribbons one by one. If, in front of a girl like that, something claiming to be the witch of Rokenjima appeared, and whispered that she would take Maria to the Golden Land where Maria could be happy.
僕は今頃になって胸中を告白するよ。マリアちゃんを、いや、源氏さんたちを追い出したのは多分いけないことだったんじゃないかな。
気まずくはあるぜ。
Since Jessica had been the one to face them and slam them with words of rejection, her conscience must be tormenting her a lot right now.
なら、皆さんはあの手紙をどう説明するのですか？私の後ろにいた4人以外の誰にも置くことはできなかった。それは私がこの目ではっきり確認しています。あの4人が潔白だというなら、どうやってこの密室の8人もの人間がいる中で手紙を置けたというのですか？
そうなんだよ。その話が始まっちまうと、確かに4人は怪しいってことになっちまう。だが、全然ダメなんだ。ああ、全然ダメだぜ。
ダメって何がだい？
ああ、もう今更何の役にも立たないかもしれねえが、またチェス盤をひっくり返させてくれ。つまり、あの4人が本当に犯人だってんならよ、おかしいんだよ。
そうだぜ。あんなテーブルの上に堂々と置いたら、この中に犯人がいますよと告白するようなもんじゃねえか。そうだよ。おかしい。やるなら、例えば扉の隙間に置いて、廊下側から差し込まれたように見せかけるとか。そうだよ。部屋の外に犯人がいるように見せかけなきゃ、自分が疑われてしまうことが分かってたはず。
ああ、そういうことなんだ。あの4人の中に犯人がいたとして、テーブルのど真ん中に手紙をポンと置くことは、リスクばかりで何の意味もないんだ。だが、どうやってそこに手紙を置いたかのトリックは置いといて、あの4人以外の誰か、すなわち、この部屋の外に犯人がいたと仮定したとき、あの手紙には大きな意味が生まれる。
よしなさい、バトラ君。今さら些細な問題です。
On Natsu quickly guessed what I was getting at. No, maybe she had thought of it long before I had and had simply held her tongue.
この部屋の外に犯人がいて、俺たちが外からは手出しをできない密室に立てこもっちまったらお手上げだ。
That's pretty much what I was thinking too. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're gonna find out if these guys will end up living, the ones we kicked out. And if they don't, whew, we got a bigger problem on our hands then, huh? So, we're gonna continue on in the next one. Thank you all for watching.